Alright guys, we're ready to do the second half of the Saban's era. We're doing Power Rangers versus Super Sentai. Also, just to make sure, just some good thing to talk about is the fact of, you know, when you don't subscribe, if you don't like, if you don't watch the whole video all the way through, if you don't comment, YouTube just basically says this is just another freaking video they just throw in the pile and just say, we don't care. So do your part, watch this video all the way through, comment with anything you wish, and like the video. Do all three of those, and we could actually try to make this channel become more than what it is right now, which is just a train that stands still. With that out of the way, let's get started with what's the new stuff. So first we got Ginga Man versus Lost Galaxy. Lost Galaxy for the win. Ginga Man, what the? It's like I even watched it last year or the year before that. I watched mostly all of Ginga Man. I'm sorry, but I still have to say Lost Galaxy freaking won the shit. They just won, okay? They won, you lose. That sucks. Just get over it. I'm sorry, but Ginga Man just doesn't work here. And again, I still say this to this day. Still, we have no one actually noticing the fact that Lost Galaxy has power coins. Look at the back of the freaking thing. When they transform, it's like, dude, look at the power coins. Those are power coins. How come no one made the custom power coins of those yet? No one still hasn't. They freaking waste their time with Zeo and with Turbo. And I'm like, dude, but these have power coins already done. All you got to do is just make a mold for them and it's done. You don't have to think about, what will they look like? It's like, you're already done. You're already done. Just make them. Just make them, damn it. Just make them. Anyways, Lightspeed Rescue. Lightspeed Rescue versus Go-Go 5. I would think it has to be tied. This has to tie. The only reason why it might win, why Lightspeed Rescue might win, is because of the addition of the 6th Ranger and how they implemented him into the series. That's the only way how they can actually win. But I would say it most likely might be a tie. It's like, yeah, it's like, it might be a tie, or it's like a little bit of a decent amount where it's like, yeah, I think Lightspeed Rescue could win. Maybe. After Lightspeed Rescue is Time Force. Yeah, so Time Force versus Time Ranger. They basically are the same exact thing. The only difference is that we have another Ranger death on our hands that they had to cover up. I didn't mention about the first cover-up, but you most likely understand what Ranger was supposed to die in the very beginning. But anyways, for Time Ranger, they were actually thinking about, this is the second time they were thinking about killing off the Quantum Ranger. They were thinking about doing it. This is the second time they're thinking about, we should definitely do it. And then they last second said, no, we're good. Meanwhile, for Time Fire, he actually got shot in the back. He didn't even die a heroic death. He got shot in the back while saving his bird. Again, I would still say it ties because they both just took the story that they had and just used it. I mean, there's nothing else to it. And it's like, yeah, and that's why they're definitely tied. And then last but not least, of course, is Wild Force. So Wild Force. I think they also took the same thing from Gal Ranger. I think they took, I don't know. It's like, yeah, it's like, I think they did. I think they basically did take everything from Gal Ranger. So Gal Ranger and Wild Force, they both tie again. It's like, yeah, they both freaking tie again because I'm pretty sure they used the same exact story beats, which again is not bad. If you have nothing to put to your table to customize them and make it different, it's cool to just go with what they have. I would have been fine if they did that for years, especially when it comes to Saban's rebooting themselves or getting their kid back. I'd have been fine if they would have just did copy it. They couldn't do it for Ghost Agers, but just copy it and it would be good to go. It's like, they would most likely be good. They'll be fine. They'll be perfectly fine if they copied it. And yet they didn't copy it at all. yes, but when they copy it, it's perfectly fine. It's nothing. You don't freaking get knocked the frick out for things. So that's it. Yeah, they basically tie. How do you actually make Wild Force push a little bit forward, or even Time Force. Time Force, they had a nice romance, and I'm pretty sure even in Time Ranger they had a romance too. The only reason why it would be like, oh well, too bad it couldn't do it, is that if we actually got to see Wes and Jen kiss, and for people, we already know why, because the actor who played as Wes has a wife, and she would feel very, very messed up if he kissed the person who played as Jen. And now and forever, we have to deal with this crap of where you see the tension. You know that it should be going for a kiss. And yet, here we are with this crap of where it's like, nope, a fucking hug. A fucking damn hug. That's why you can't really actually win. That's why Time Force can't actually win. That's the only reason why. It's because of that. Because it could have won if it was able to do that. And I don't even want to see if Time Ranger actually did the same exact thing, where it's like there was a romance, they did kiss. Damn. It's like, yeah, then it's like, okay, well, Time Ranger wins. That's how it works. As for Wild Force, I would say there's really nothing they could have done. I think it's the same exact one, even if I actually favorite the Yellow Ranger. It's like, even if I favorite the Yellow Ranger, it's like, no, never mind. No, that was Lightspeed Rescue, my bad. It's like, yeah, I did like the Yellow Ranger. I think she was okay. Like, definitely. And she had the sword. What the frick? It's like, she had the sword, but the freaking Red Ranger had the oven mitt. What the hell is that? Like, what exactly is that? But until this part, that's it. And we did have Power Ranger Hexagon, allegedly, and I did have something that's most likely buried in the catacombs of the archives. But Power Ranger Hexagon versus Hurricaneger, it might have actually blown Hurricaneger away. It might have. I would say it might have. It sounded like a good story and sounded like a good thing to go for. That would have been freaking awesome. But of course, sadly, time is up. Jaime Saban did the stupidest thing of buying Fox Family without the money that needed to sustain Fox Kids. It was the messed up freaking thing he did. He bought it, and since he bought freaking Fox Family, well, Family Channel and turned to Fox Family, that's when everything went to shit. If he didn't do that purchase, we might have had Fox Kids all the way to maybe even 2006 or even more. But we don't know. We will never know. But yes, coming up next will be all the Disney shows. All the Disney, well, not really Disney shows. They don't really want to claim it as theirs. Just like how Hasbro doesn't want to claim Power Rangers as their own either. They're using Power Rangers. They have Power Rangers, but they're not claiming it as theirs. Kind of like with Marvel. They are not claiming it as theirs either. So they're just using it like that. Anyways, make sure you comment, make sure you like this video, maybe share it to someone, and we'll get on with part 3.